What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my December current household. So as you can see, we are in a different place than the last time you saw us. It is still the same family. It is the same main character. Her name is Freya. If you guys have not seen my last few months current household, obviously you don't have to, but I recommend watching those also. It is the same family, just well, I guess in the past technically, but if you watch it in the right order, it's the same family growing and getting farther in the family, I guess. So if you watch my November current household, you know Freya is the woman that I am continuing the family with. And last time you saw her, she was living with her older brother. I'm pretty sure she was living with Zeke. So she is no longer living with Zeke. She actually, well, I'll get to that in just a minute, but she currently lives kind of on her own, not really. So I'm going to show you guys where we live. Obviously, we live in an apartment. That is why this is what you guys see. And, pause. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I hate trying to do this in an apartment. It never freaking works. So we're going to go, if it'll work, go up just... See, this is... Okay, you know what? I'm going to show you a different way because for some reason, anytime I'm in an apartment building, that mode, like, never works. Also, if you hear my boyfriend yelling downstairs, I apologize. There's football on. So they live in this apartment, and I'm going to show you guys the layout. It is a 3-bedroom, which is really nice. And as you can see, there's only 2 Sims here, but we'll get to that. So you walk in and it's just this little entryway. There's an archway that goes into the kitchen. I'll show you that. They have a pretty basic and small kitchen, but they're not like cooks. They just cook because they need food to eat. It's not like either of them are really passionate about cooking. So this is their kitchen, super cute. And then you come through this walkway. They have a little bar, a little scratching post for their kitties. This is their first bathroom. You can get to it from the hallway and from the living room, which we'll get there in just a second. It's a pretty basic bathroom. You guys know my bathrooms are always very basic. We just got our sink repaired, which is why there's a repairman here. Over here is the dining room, and it's super, super cute. You're probably wondering why this is here when they have no babies. I'll get to that in a minute. But this is the dining room. It's actually really cute. I love this dining room. I'm kind of obsessed with it. And then it leads you into the living room. The living room's not very exciting, but my Sims like never spend time in the living room, so it's not a big deal. I feel like there should be something on this wall, but there's not. Anyways, they have the like L-shaped couch. I'm obsessed. Like I love the L-shaped couch. And then a bunch of stuff for our pets because you can see we have lots of pets. And then there's a hallway that goes down. And it looks like there's 4 rooms. So this first one here is bathroom number 2. Again, just a bathroom, very basic. This one right here is technically a bedroom, but I currently am using it for their home office. He is musically inclined and she is like painting and writing. And then the litter box for the cats. I just couldn't find a good place for it in the bathroom, so that's why it's here. This is their bedroom. Super cute, super cute. And then the very last room is actually for their first child that she is currently pregnant with. I'm sure you guys saw this. She's eagerly expecting. And I did have them go to the hospital and find out the gender, and it is a boy, which is really exciting. So it's all set up for the boy. So I'm gonna start this with Miss Freya here because she is, you know, who started this. Also, I love this. She has a picture with her sister, a picture with her brother. This is her college best friend slash boyfriend. She was actually dating him when she first moved in here, but these are not romantic pictures. They're just like funny pictures, so I kept them up. And then this is them when they were both younger, when they first started dating. So anyways, this is Miss Freya. Her last name is Steed now, actually. It used to be Freya Cloud. I have been playing the Claus family for probably like a year now, and I always continue the family with a boy, so it's always had the same last name. And this time I was like, honestly, I'm kind of sick of that last name, so I made sure to continue the family with a girl. So this is Freya Cloud. or Freya Steed, excuse me. She's so freaking cute. She is an adult, which again, I'll get to that in just a second. So she has aged a little bit. And then again, oh my God, I forget. I can't do that in an apartment. Again, she is pregnant. So these are not the jeans I normally have her wear, but this is her normal shirt. So Miss Freya, her lifetime wish is to be an illustratus author, which is mastering the writing and the painting skill. She is a Scorpio and an adult with 22 days till she's an elder. She likes country music, veggie burgers, and the color spice brown. She's a workaholic, vegetarian, excitable, light sleeper, and artistic, and she gained the night owl trait from graduating university. She is currently level 4 in the self-employed author career, which she will actually be leveling up very soon. I'm having her go work on her books right now, and then she'll make some money from that. And she has an A in the fine arts degree. As for her skills, obviously she is an adult with no children, so I have been very skill focused with her. She's level 7 athletic, level 4 cooking, level 1 handiness, basically level 8 painting. If she painted for like 30 more seconds, she'd be level 8. Level 2 social networking. She has mastered the writing skill, so she's actually over 2/3 of the way to her lifetime wish. And then level 1 photography. So I'm going to have her still focus on writing just because that is her job, but now she's going to focus on painting and then athletic. And once she gets both of those mastered, then she will move on to cooking and then probably handiness. And honestly, I think that's as many skills as we're going to be able to get from her. But before I continue on with, actually, let me just kind of fill you guys in where she left off. So last time you saw her, she was living with Zeke. Oh, also Xander and Rachel, her parents, have passed away, sadly. Very, very sad. So last time you saw her, she was living with her brother Zeke. Zeke was engaged to Maxine, and they either had 1 or 2 kids. I honestly can't remember. They ended up having 3 children. Their children are now all in high school. That's funny. She's a teenager and she has a child for a daughter. Anyways, I actually think I turned off teen pregnancy just because almost every one of my Sims was being a teen parent and I was not here for that. But anyways, she was living with her brother Zeke, his fiance Maxine. They had a daughter named Savannah, and then right after Freya moved in with them, they found out they were pregnant with their son Steven. So she was living in Zeke's house. Like, Zeke owned the house and Freya just had 1 of the 4 bedrooms. So they, it was totally fine. They had 1 daughter, Savannah. They had another son, Steven. They're like, we still have an extra bedroom for you, Freya. Like, no big deal. You can continue to live here. Well, right after Steven was born, they got pregnant with their 3rd child, Lori. And as soon as they found out that Maxine was pregnant, Zeke sat Freya down and was like, look, I love having you here, but I have another baby on the way. Like, I think it's time you're out on your own. And at this point in time, Freya was freshly a young adult. She had just graduated university and she was a self-employed author, but not very far along. Like, she wasn't making very much money. So that's why she was living with Zeke, is what I'm trying to get at. So eventually she decided, she's like, you know what, you're right, I do need to get on my own. She grinded really hard. She published some books and she was able to buy this apartment. So she owns this apartment. So she moved in here and, it was a pretty big apartment, but she wanted the 2 bathrooms. She wanted an extra space for a home office. She wanted all of that. So that is why she bought such a big apartment. And then shortly after she bought this apartment, her brother Ren became a young adult and he was like, hey, here's the situation. Him and Megan were like childhood sweethearts. They were best friends as children, started dating the second they became teenagers. And Ren was like, hey, here's the thing. Me and Megan are both 18. We want to live together. We want to get married. Like, we want to do all of that stuff, but mom and dad will not allow it. They're telling me, you just turned 18. Like, if you guys want to live together, you're not going to do it in my house. Like, if you're adult enough to get married, you're adult enough to be on your own, was kind of their thing. So Ren was like, can I move in with you? And again, at this time, Freya had a spare bedroom. So she's like, yes, of course you can move in with me. Then he's like, okay, I'm going to propose to Megan. And Ren and Megan were very traditional with everything. They did not live together before marriage. They did not woohoo before marriage, like all of that stuff. So he said, okay, I'm going to propose to Megan. Can she move in also after the wedding? And of course, you know, Freya and Ren are extremely close, or at least they used to be. I hope they still are. Yes, see, look, they're best friends. So they are extremely close. So she's like, of course Megan can move in. Like, I have no problem with that. So it was the three of them living in this house together, and it was perfect. You know, Freya had her room. She still had her office. And then Megan and Ren had this room. Well, shortly after getting married, Megan and Ren got pregnant with their first child, a daughter named Alyssa. So when they got pregnant with her, they were talking to Freya. They're like, hey, do you think we could possibly like have that room for the baby? And she's like, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I work from home. Like, I need a home office. Like, no, but she's just a baby, you know, she can be in your room with you. And this was also the time that she had started dating Kane. That's her husband's name. We'll get to him in a minute. This was also the time she had started dating Kane. So she's like, you know, I really just, you know, I want to keep my office. Like, she's a baby. You guys can share a room. They're like, okay, it's your house, whatever. I understand. And then she got a cat. She actually got this cat before her brother moved in, but I totally forgot about it. So this is her cat. This was the first animal we had. His name is Dre. I do need to change his last name. As you can see, they also, right here. They just got married. They haven't even gotten past the 2-day mark of their wedding. But she got a cat named Dre. Dre is playful and neat and has learned to be non-destructive, hyper, and adventurous. And Dre has self-taught himself to be level 4 in hunting. Super cute. I'm obsessed with him. You know, Freya and Dre are like besties. Freya would actually take Dre over to Kane's house when she spent the weekend with him back before they lived together. So anyways, Ren and Megan, they had Alyssa, everything was great, and then they got pregnant with Luke. And when they were pregnant with Luke, they kind of sat Freya down and they were like, you know, look, like, now we're having a second baby. This room is too cramped for 4 of us. Like, we really, really need this office for a nursery. And Freya, you know, obviously that's her brother and her best friend. She didn't want to say no, so she told them, like, yeah, okay, you know, you can have it, whatever. So they mixed things up, and this room became a nursery for her niece and about to be nephew. So at the time when Luke was supposed to be born, she went over to Kane's house and she brought Dre, and, you know, Ren and Megan were kind of playing house in her home. Like, I said, she owned this apartment, and she was kind of talking to Kane about everything, about how she was like, you know, I feel like I'm being pushed out and I'm not even comfortable in my own home anymore. And Kane was like, well, why don't you move in with me? And she's like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, if you don't feel comfortable there, like, just move out, let them keep their house and live with me. And she's like, no, you don't understand. Like, I own this place. Like, this is my apartment. Like, I bought it. And she's like, and I want another cat. And they don't even want, you know, Dre around their kids. They don't want cats around their kids. And he's like, oh, we'll just get another cat. Like, it's your house. And Kane convinced her to get the second cat, and this is her cat, Cece. She is so freaking cute. I'm obsessed with her. Cece has 21 days till she's an elder. She's adventurous and piggy and has learned to be non-destructive. She doesn't have any traits or anything. I do eventually plan on breeding Dre and Cece, but we have so much time. Like, she has 21 days before she has to, like, get pregnant. So that is something we're not going to do right away. So she ended up getting a second cat, and Ren and Megan were kind of like, hey, like, we told you, we really want to keep, you know, Dre away from the babies, and you go out and get another cat. And basically she said, well, it's my apartment, so deal with it or move out. You know, kind of got a little attitude with them. So Megan and Freya are not the closest because of this situation. Yeah, I think Megan's like all the way down here. Yeah, they are like not very close because of that. So it kind of caused a little bit of a fight between the three of them. And obviously Ren was on his wife's side. And she's like, you know what? If you want to go there, like, my boyfriend's moving in and he has a dog and it's my place. So we're going to allow it. Like, it's going to happen. So for one day, we had all 5 of these guys, plus Ren and Megan, plus their daughter Alyssa, and then they gave birth to their son Luke. Like, full house, like really a full house. So that is when Kane moved in, and this is Kane. He's such a cutie. I did make him as a young adult, and then when he aged up into an adult, obviously, he aged a little bit. So he's not as cute as he used to be, but it's fine. It's fine. He's got like that bad boy rocker vibe going, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. His lifetime wish is to be a rock star, which is level 10 in the music career. He's a Scorpio, an adult with 21 days till he's an elder. He likes rock music, spaghetti, and the color violet. He's rebellious, social butterfly, nurturing, heavy sleeper, and lucky. He's level 4 in the music career, and the reason he's so low is because he missed work on Saturday for their wedding. That was kind of on me. And he's level 3 guitar, level 2 drums. So I want him to be a drummer. However, for his job, he has to have guitars. So that's why he kind of has a little bit of both. And yeah, that's the story on Kane. He doesn't have much of a background. It was just him and his dog until he met Freya. And his dog is Mr. Pokey. He's so cute. I got the name from KK and Baby J, Karen and Kwa. They have a cat named Pokey, and I just thought it was such a cute... Why does this keep doing this? Like, stop. I just thought it was such a cute name. So his name is Pokey. He is a purebred Dalmatian. Super cute. I plan on getting them another puppy, but I want to wait until they move out of an apartment. I am going to build a house for them, but it's going to be just a little bit. So like I said, it was a pretty full house. You know, it was all 5 of them plus another family of 4 living here. And after Kane and Pokey moved in, Freya just kind of said, she's like, you know what? And also, it's my house, so that nursery needs to go back to being my office. Like, you all 4 have to share that room. So that's when Megan was kind of like, we're leaving. Like, I don't care if we end up buying a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, teeny tiny trailer. Like, we're moving out. And Freya was like, okay, fine. Like, I don't care. That's totally fine. It did hinder her relationship with her brother Ren just a little bit, but obviously they have fixed things. They are still best friends. Megan still does not like her though, which is totally fine. Like, I do not care. So they lived here for a while, and they actually took things very, very slow. They dated for quite a while before getting engaged. They were engaged for quite a while before getting married. And she's actually the only one of her siblings without children yet. So let me go through the family tree really quickly. Her older brother, Kian, is married to Cora. They had 1 son, and their 1 son has had 3 children so far. Zeke is married to Maxine. They have 3 children and 1 grandchild. Atlas is still only dating Vivian. They have literally been dating since high school. I don't know why they've never gone further, but like, if that's what the game wants to do, that's what the game wants to do. Atlas had 1 kid with her high school boyfriend, Roy. She was in high school, he was not, if that tells you anything. And then her 1 kid has given her 3 grandkids. Cole has 1 daughter. He has no significant other. He was in a relationship with Elaine, his daughter's mother. They actually lived together. It was very serious, and then they broke up, and he dated 1 person since then, but he's been single for a long time. I've shown you Ren. He's married with 2 kids. I was really hoping they would have more, because I believe he's family oriented, so I was really hoping they would have more, but that's fine. And then Tegan is married to Brent, and they have 3 children together. So Freya is the only one in her family that does not have kids, and 2 of the 7 siblings were teen parents. Atlas and Tegan were both teen parents. Actually, I think Cole might have been a teen parent also. I think he was like got her pregnant when she was a teenager, but then became a young adult before the baby was born. I can't remember. But that's kind of the rundown on this family. Freya is currently pregnant. She just found out she was pregnant like really, really late last night. I want to say like she found out 12 hours ago. She told Kane, she went and found out the gender. We're having a boy. Super, super exciting. So my plan for this family in the future, it doesn't always work out how I plan. So I like to tell you guys what I want to happen. And then next month, January of 23, which is insane. This is my last current household of 2022. Isn't that crazy? But I like to tell you guys my plan and then see what actually happens the following month. I just think it's fun. So my plan is for them to only have 2 children. She's pregnant with 1 right now. And then I want there to be a slight age gap in the children. I don't want them to be like back to back like I normally do. Like I want the baby she's pregnant with right now to, my boyfriend's about to interrupt, hold on. Okay, anyways, like it's literally not a Rachelle Cloud video if my boyfriend does not interrupt, I swear. But my plan for this family moving forward, she is not going to get pregnant again until the baby she's currently carrying is at least a toddler. However, I would like it to be like a little bit later in life toddler. You know, like I think I want her second baby to be born maybe like the day before or the day of her first child becoming a child. Like I want there to be a decent age gap. And then while she is pregnant with her second child is when I plan to move them out of an apartment and into a house. And then shortly after moving into the house, they'll get a second puppy. And then I think when the kids are a little bit older, like when her youngest is an actual child, then I will breed the kittens, is kind of my plan. So we'll see how much of that I actually get to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I absolutely love Freya. She's gorgeous. I freaking love her. I cannot wait for her kids to come to see what her kids look like. The kind of kids her and Kane make. Like I think they're gonna be gorgeous. And yeah, I just can't wait to see where this family goes. This is very different from how I normally play. I mean, obviously you can see she has a giant family. She has 6 siblings. Between those 6 siblings, 11 nieces and nephews. Like she has a really big family, so I'm very excited to see where her life goes and like what her kids turn out to be like, because I haven't really thought past what I just told you guys, so I'm very excited to see where her life goes. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching this current household. If you did enjoy it, make sure you let me know by giving it a thumbs up, commenting down below, and subscribing, and I will see your lovely faces in my next one. Bye guys.